We're at the Pokemon Worlds here in Anaheim. First day, we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center. We probably got like 30 more minutes till we can actually go inside. So we're just walking around the grounds trying to see what we can see. But it's hopefully gonna be a great event. And have a great time. We'll see you guys inside. All right. Pokemon Center has been pretty bad, man. Super packed, very unorganized. We are finally almost over here to the end to pay, or actually to redeem our voucher to get our product, the lottery stuff, and then to pay. But yeah, we were in line in like some pods for like almost 3 hours. It was insane. And as soon as we got inside for our pod, it was just like anarchy. But hopefully tomorrow it runs better. I do have another spot with my buddy tomorrow, so hopefully it's a better day tomorrow. Hopefully they have it more organized. But we'll see. All right, we are at Pokemon World 2025. It's already Thursday. We are at the badge pickup hall. Let me see if I get the camera on that side. We just picked up our badges right now. Not that many people here today since it is Thursday. So most likely tomorrow, I got mine, my sister got hers, my buddy got his. But tomorrow I got to pick up with my wife and kids. So it's probably going to be like a pretty bad tomorrow. But we did pick them up. We did get 2 booster packs with our entry. So I'm going to most likely open these with my sister and my friend. And hopefully pull out some good bangers. Alright, we are at the Play Lab over here for Pokémon Worlds. They already got the queue already lined up at capacity, but we already picked up our badges. We're just walking around, see what else they got. I'm probably record a little bit today because tomorrow is probably going to be pretty crazy, and especially since I'm going to be with my wife and kids. It's going to be a hassle, so I want to just try to get some footage of the event while I can today. Tomorrow, like I said, it's gonna be. I expect it to be extremely busy. But yeah, looks pretty cool. This is gonna be one of the sections, and get some more footage a little bit later. All right, this is the outside. You got the little pin center over there. You got the little banner. You got a bigger banner over here. Pretty cool. So I'm expecting all this to be super packed tomorrow. So today is still just like badge pickup or like the Pokemon Center if you have a reservation for today. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be super hectic. Right now we're heading in to the back to go to the Pokemon Center. My buddy has a reservation for I think 4:45. So hopefully we don't take too long because yesterday was actually really bad. We were there. We had a reservation for 4 p.m. We got in at 4. They had us stuck in a pod for like around 3 hours. And then like around 7, they finally let us go into the Pokemon Center. But from the Pokemon Center, it was like feeding frenzy. And then right there to get the line to get your vouchers for like the items if you want anything from the little raffle, the lottery. It was like another hour and a half. Dude, it was rough. And then going there with kids and stuff like that. My 1-year-old and my son who has autism, he was struggling there. So it was rough. But hopefully tomorrow will be better. They're coming tomorrow. And hopefully they have something, a little bit more access for them. But we'll see tomorrow, right? Like I said, right now we're heading over to the Pokemon Center and just start waiting in line so we can go inside and see what we can get. Hopefully something cool. All right, we just got inside for our time slot at the Pokemon Center. Got the little cool Pikachu right there. We got some photo ops area. I was already got assigned to my pod. But I'm just gonna walk around real quick. I'm gonna be there for quite a bit, but I just want to walk around, show some of the stuff they have in here in display. And they got a big old Snorlax in the background, so I'm gonna walk around, try to get some of the footage around here and go from there. But they have like a little room right here actually. They got a super sick, pretty big statue of Charizard right here. They actually had this over here in Honolulu last year. It's like the Charmander lounge area. That section over there is where they have like people all in the pods waiting to actually get into the side of the Pokemon Center. So once you get inside, you gotta wait in your pod till it's basically your time to go. But you got some photo op area here. Here you got the, this is the Bulbasaur lounge, I think. Yeah, and then that's like the Squirtle one. So pretty cool overall. I'm about to head back into my little pod section, just wait there. But overall, pretty cool. Just kind of sucks that you're in here. You have nothing to do really when you're inside the pod. So yeah, we'll check out the rest of it and probably get some footage inside the Pokemon Center this time. Hopefully I don't have to rush around and grab stuff and try to buy stuff. We're inside the Pokemon Center. Just got in. Well, actually, just got finished going around. So came right back to the beginning just to record a bit to show the inside of the Pokemon Center itself. If you've been in the Pokemon Center, you know it's a feeding frenzy. So if you want to get some stuff, you gotta just get in there and kind of just, you know, honestly bum rush it.
By the diner.
That's just how it is. Everyone's just grabbing stuff and things sell out really quickly. So if you want to get something cool, you gotta get in there quick, grab what you gotta grab, and then if you want to record something, come out to the very beginning of it all and just go back again. But I was able to get a Ray Spooner shirt. Super sick about that. I got the one from Honolulu, the blue one, so I got the yellow one this time. Actually, the women's have like a different variant, kind of like a pink one, which kind of is nice in color scheme. Kind of bummed I can't get that one, but yeah, so just going through there real quick. Dang, the checkout line looking really long now, so I might have to start going to the checkout line because it's really long. It's already basically close to the entrance of the actual Pokemon Center. So I'm gonna try to just speed run this through. My sister already went in line. I'm gonna have to find her in a bit. But I just wanted to show some of the inside of the Pokemon Center. Nicely, it's pretty cool. It looks nice, but like I said, it kind of sucks that you can't really enjoy it. If you want to grab something cool, you gotta be rushing in there. You know, on honesty. But yeah, you can see the stuff's already selling out. They're gonna restock for tomorrow, but it pretty much sells out within the first couple of hours. So look at that, actually pretty cool. The Jigglypuff records, super sick. I did get some other stuff that I wanted to get that wasn't there yesterday, so shout out to my boy Kevin. You done? All right. That's pretty much the whole Pokemon Center. It's a little bit smaller than the one in Honolulu, but you know, it is what it is. Still super sick overall. You can get a chance to go inside and buy stuff. But yeah, that's all for now. I'm gonna head back. It's actually day one, Friday of Worlds. We got here kind of late. We already missed out on the opening ceremonies. I got, you know, having kids. My 1-year-old. I can see him right now. So we got here. We got the badges for my wife and my other kid. And then me and my buddy came out here to PSA in the background to drop off our PSA subs. Actually, if you drop off a PSA submission during this weekend at Worlds, you get a special World magazine with a shiny Gyarados up front. So I love shiny Pokemon, so you know I had to get that. So I got that. I was able to get two, one for myself and one for my baby. So I'm gonna look at those, probably grade one of them. Hopefully get a good grade. Probably just get it out then because I just want it because it's a shiny Pokemon. But yeah, we just got done with that. I'm actually waiting for my buddy. He's submitting his magazine right now. But afterwards, we're gonna head back down and, you know, go through, see what Worlds have to offer, walk around, go through the little side events if they have any, and just go from there and see what else we can enjoy throughout the day. We already walked inside to the Pokémon Worlds. They got the Maridon motorcycle right here. Pretty sick. I'm gonna get more footage of around. I just saw this. I'm like, you know what? Get a little bit of footage of the Maridon. But we're inside already. They have all like the other workshops, the creator zone, the pin trading, the collecting trading over there, the fan workshop zone over there. They all have it inside the big venue. So last year in Honolulu they had a different separate room, so it's more kind of calmer. But right here it's kind of like it's pretty everywhere. So we're gonna just walk around and see how it goes, and probably get some footage around the other sides too. But we'll see how it is. We are inside of the main hall for Pokémon Worlds. You got the card game happening to there. You got Pokemon Unite. You got the VGC, right? So, super packed in here right now. Just gonna walk around real quick for a bit and then head out. It's been a long day already. My little 1-year-old's already fallen asleep, so we're just waiting for him to wake up from his little nap. And then probably head out. Come back tomorrow. Probably hit the Pokemon Center one more time, and then just probably do some of like I think they have a bunch of scavenger hunts. Probably do some of those things to enjoy. Here we got some of the past Worlds Pikachu plushes. 2012, 2010. We got 2011, 2012, 2013, 14. We got 2015, 2016, 17. That one's kind of whack. 2018 is pretty sick. And then was 2019, the first like set of like plushie themes. We got Piplup, Eevee, and Pikachu. And then got Worlds 2022 after the pandemic. And then Yokohama, which is the first World I started going to. 2024 in Honolulu. And then this year is 2025. Super sick. I really like these plushies. I have the whole set of that one and that one. I don't have the whole set of this one, 2023. I just have the Lapras and the Pikachu. Didn't really care so much for these. Kind of regret didn't get them now, but yeah. We got some championship festivals. Promo card, different languages. This is 2020, 2016, 2014. Here's the 2015, 2013, 2012, 2011, and then that was 2010. This is 2011. Super sick. And then we have some of the other ones over here. We got 2018 over here. 2019's over there. 2022. 2023 is over there. 2024. This is 2024 right here. Is that the one? This is 2024. They added a bunch more languages during this time. This one's 2025 Paradise Resort. Super sick. I gotta get me one of these. I need a Spanish one though for my Spanish collection. We are back again at the Maridon motorcycle by Toyota. Super sick. Look at that. I got a good close up right here. But it's definitely nice. I gotta somehow get in there and, rob this motorcycle. Take it for a spin. I don't think it actually works. It's just more like just for looks. I'm not sure if they actually have a real one that actually works. Maybe those wheel covers come off and it actually can drive. That would be pretty sick. Super big and bulky though. So we are out here at the trade part of the Worlds. So it's actually like come here, you can come trade some of your stuff. Not supposed to be selling, but trading. But
I think it's like $1,000 for normal. So I'm just trying to find it. Thank you though.
Jag snackade med min fiskare. De sa att allting som du köper en PC får du vidare. Allt som du har fått som gåva som är bättre pris.
super nice little section. You got Leonhardt walking around over there somewhere. Saw him. Super sick evolution like setup right here. Gotta take that home somehow.
So many people.
Yeah, just gonna walk around, see what they got. Not really trying to pick up anything. Just walking around right before I head out. All right, we're pretty much done for the day. We walked around. That's a pretty cool garage you had. We walked around for a couple of hours. Went to the little collecting trade corner, but we're done. My son, he's tired. I'm tired. My wife's most likely tired. So we're just gonna probably call it a day. Come back early tomorrow. We do have one more Pokemon Center, and my wife really wants the jersey, the baseball Anaheim jersey. So hopefully we can get that tomorrow. If we're really lucky. We got a slot at 10, so it's like 1 hour after opening. So hopefully we can get lucky and get that. But other than that, we'll see what happens tomorrow. But I'll catch you guys later. All right, we're pretty much done for the day on Saturday. We had a pretty early Pokemon Center time slot, which was like around 10:15. We were trying to get here like around 9:30, but we should have came earlier. The parking was super. It was the main lot was already full, so we had to go driving around to other parking structures trying to find parking. We ended up finding parking. Rushed to our time, so we're probably already like 7-8 minutes late already, but we got into really quickly. My son said before he has pretty extreme autism, so he can't handle like lines or cramped areas. So we got to go right through the line into like a little smaller section, and then from there, like probably was 10 minutes, and we got right in. Pretty cool. They actually had Destined Rival Pokemon Center ETBs out there, so we were able to get a couple of those, me and my wife. They had some of the lottery Gyarados statue that you had to win from a lottery. They actually had them out, so my wife got one for herself. And we just got to there, we picked up a couple of more Pikachu plushies, but that's pretty much it. There was nothing else crazy. We were really trying to get the jersey. My wife really wanted it, but by the time we got there, they didn't really have it. They only had like 4 XLs and 5 XLs, which fit none of us, so none of us got it. And then, I'm not sure. From there, we came out, we ate some lunch. My buddy went to go get his skateboard signed by Bear Walkers. And then from there, we just walked around. Went inside the actual venue hall. Let me show you around real quick. We actually went there to like, you could draw like your own art on a card. So my son drew the Pikachu. I drew like a Gold Star Eevee. I remember to post it up. We got to hang it up. And then, afterwards, we just ended up walking around. We're probably going to leave pretty soon because the kids are pretty tired. Tomorrow, I'm going to come by myself with my buddy. Be there for a couple of hours and stay to the closing ceremonies. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty cool for pretty much the last day with my family. Now my son is falling asleep. Let me see if he's knocked out. He is done for the day. So we're most likely heading out now. So we're gonna start heading to the car and then just come back tomorrow and go from there. See you guys in a bit. Alright, we're at the last day of Pokemon Worlds. We're at the last couple of hours actually. It's around 5 o'clock. So we got about a few more hours before the closing ceremony. I got to enjoy the day, hang out with my friends, walked around, did some of the scavenger hunt. But over here, gonna check out the merchant side and just see what they got. Just get a little footage of that. You know, just walk around to the booth and see what stuff we can find. I do know that these guys have a booth out here, super expensive, so it's pretty crazy, but hopefully they do make I'm pretty sure these guys make more than enough to recoup their amount of money they put in to get these booths out here.
How many do you have that you can put in? I can't give you a lot for all of them, but I can give you some.
I am too lazy right now to even try to look for cards that's even gradable. I would like to do that, but I'm tired. After pretty much a long day, I'm just gonna walk around and enjoy the rest of the show. Probably head up, meet up with my buddy again for near the end of the closing ceremonies. See if they give us any announcements. Possibly, maybe they already announced what World's gonna be at next year in 2026, but you never know. They might announce 2027. But walk around, check out this place, and then go from there. We have a sealed EX Emerald Deoxys box. Pretty sick. I would like to have an EX Emerald box, but they are super expensive now. They have them for 50K. Just, you know, slightly out of my budget, but super crazy how much these things are now. Alright, it was actually pretty packed in there. Didn't really have space to like record anything. Didn't want to, you know, intrude in people's privacy. So I'm just gonna walk around, finish the rest of that side, which that's pretty cool stuff. They did have that EX Era, Emerald, I think it was Emerald box. Oh man, super sick. Would love to have an EX Era box, especially a box from the Gold Star ones. Oh, but they are super expensive now, so it is what it is. Can't afford those guys. So I'm gonna finish up here and then go into I think where they're gonna have the championships maybe. They're probably finishing up already. And just check out, see what they do for the closing ceremony, show whatever other stuff they show for the upcoming sets and stuff like that, and just end the day there. You got Pikachu in the background. You can see him somewhere over there, but yeah, that's all for now. I'm just gonna get in there and see what's up inside. Well, now the Pokemon World 2025 is officially over now. Back home already. It's the day after. Just wanted to go over some of the stuff that I did pick up. Just talk about a quick recap of the World event. It was pretty good. Really did enjoy it. Kind of tiring because, you know, going back and forth. You know, just everything with the kids and stuff like that. But they had a great time. I had a great time. It was really good. I did enjoy it a lot. They did announce that I think next year they're gonna do like the Pokemon XD, which is going to be like more of a, how would you say, they're gonna promote or make more of the activity inside the events more of a bigger thing. So they're gonna do this whole thing. They didn't really get too much details on it, but essentially they're gonna make it kind of more of a separate thing. So like the museum, the arts and crafts, stuff like that. They have a bigger focus on that for the next one that's going to happen in San Francisco. So it should be cool. They did say they're gonna start selling tickets a year in advance, which is like September 17th or something like that, like 2 waves. So it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna try to most likely get tickets for me and my wife and kids. See if my buddy Kevin comes out there too. We're gonna see, plan it out, and hopefully it goes well. But like I said, it's gonna be a year in advance, so we'll see how hopefully everything goes. You never know what can happen in years. In 1 year time, you know, I could probably have a card show that same weekend or something like that, which I'll probably put more focus on Worlds just to, you know, more enjoy and having fun. But like I said, we'll see how that goes. I just wanted to, like I said, I wanted to show some stuff, nothing crazy. Just some like I did able to pick up a set of the plushies. So we got the Mad Champion, which is really sick. I like how he has a Letterman jacket, especially for his forearms. We have that. We got the Fennekin, which is like kind of like this girl jacket thingy bobber. It's really sick, really nice, really unique. You got the Jigglypuff, which everybody keeps saying the Jigglypuff for Smash because the bow. That was pretty nice. And then we did get the Pikachu with the Letterman jacket, which is super sick. Like that. Wish I could get more of these, but it is what it is. The last time we actually went to the Pokemon Center, we actually got lucky and they were giving out, not giving out, but they had Destined Rivals ETBs out in the display, so we were able to get a couple of those. They also had Shiny Gyarados statue, which I already had got one earlier from the lottery, so we ended up getting another one, just one more, which is really cool. I love shiny Pokemons. I did snag, I think I had two of these. My wife got one and I got one. The Pokemon, which is the little duffel bag, which is going for a pretty good amount of money now since it was pretty limited. I think it was sold out completely by, I think, Thursday. Like Monday and Wednesday and Thursday, they had the Pokemon Center open for like 5-6 hours compared to the whole days on the weekend. And by Thursday, it was sold out. They had a ton of Vapex. Like the first day, it was one per person. The second day I went there, they upped it up to 2 per person. And from there, I wasn't really paying attention. But yeah, they normally Vapex always sell out, always the hot commodity. But this time around, they made a lot of Vapex. So there was a ton out there for everybody to get. Was able to get a Letterman jacket, pretty sick. I really want, the whole weekend I was trying to get the baseball jersey. My wife really wanted one, but sadly we couldn't get none. When we finally did see some, I went like running in with my son. I was carrying them, and we saw some, but it was all like a size extra 4X and 5X, which didn't fit none of us, so we didn't get that. But I did get the Letterman jacket, so it's pretty cool. And I'm super excited with that. Also, I did get the jersey. Super pumped with this one. I got the one for Honolulu. Didn't get the one for Yokohama, but I did get the one for Honolulu. I did get the super sick denim Arcanine jacket. You won't be able to really tell because of the plastic. Got a cool picture right there. Pretty sick. And then I did pick up one of the sweaters. I won't be able to see the design, but I always like to pick up some of the Worlds exclusive merch, especially like, you know, stuff that just looks nice. One thing that they did last year, which was the I'm blanking out, the Ray Spooner. They did a collaboration with that brand over there in Hawaii. So that was like a really popular clothing they did, and this year they did the collaboration again. This time around, last year was blue. This time around for the men's, there was yellow scheme. It's pretty cool. Last year, the boys, the men and girls, both were the same color, both blue. But this year, the men's were blue, yellow, and then the girls were like this, like, you know, different color, like pink, light blue, stuff like that. Which is, I think it was pretty cool. See the women's. So, but I got it like, I'm like, you know what? I want the color, so I just got like 3X, and it fits me. So I got that for myself. So I have the yellow color scheme, and then like the blue pink color scheme. So it's pretty sick about that. The shirts are actually pretty expensive. They're like $120 each shirt, which is expensive, but they're very unique. They really look nice. Since it's already had the Honolulu one, I'm like, why not? Why not get the next one? So I did pick that up. Over the weekend too, I did submit PSA card. I probably showed like the little videos of that. Someone dropped off some cards at PSA. Originally, they said you had to drop off. If you drop off a submission, you can get a Shiny Gyarados magazine, World's exclusive magazine cover. And then I guess they started doing like anyone can just go there and get them, so everyone was just getting them. And then so I dropped out one PSA sub, like 38 cards, bulk submission. And then I went again on Saturday, and then they ran out. So I was like, alright, I'm gonna try to go Sunday. I went to early Sunday with one buddy. I was dropping off 4 cards for like the value tier. It was like $40 a card. It was a beat up Gold Star Vaporeon that it's gonna get at 1. 2 Van Pika promos. One is mine, one is a buddy's. And then I think it was like a alternate art Espeon VMAX from Fusion Strike, I believe. So it was just 4 cards, and then I was able to get another Gyarados magazine. I'm probably gonna hold on to those. I'm gonna try to get the shiny Magic Card magazine, which is I think 2 different ones from PSA, and submit them all together. I actually want to get the Rayquaza one that's like a shiny variant. So I want to get that and then submit all of them together, and hopefully get fairly decent grades. But I just want them because I love shiny Pokemon. So I did get those. We did that, and then while I was over there, I was talking to some people in line, and then I did pick up the Worlds promo. But normally I collect it for my binder. I want to collect one of each artwork, and then Spanish is very, very, very cheap compared like the English or Japanese. So I got decided, all right, I'll collect the Spanish ones. So I'm still missing last year's art, I believe. I think I'm missing last year's art. I still gotta get that one. But he had this one pretty cheap. But I think this year, I'm not sure if it's the other year, but they started doing 2 Spanish cards. Used to know, I have Spanish cards, but like I have 2 of them, which I was kind of confused. And he showed it to me, and then that's in Spanish, and then this is in Spanish. And I was looking into it, and I'm guessing they're doing more of a distinction. I'm not sure they did it past years. They're doing more of a distinction between Spanish, like Spanish in Spain Spanish, which is I think is this one, and then Latin America Spanish, which is this one, because the text, the effect is the same exact thing. The only difference is the one says Complejo Turístico Paraíso, and the one says Resort Paraíso. So, which is pretty strange to me, but it is what it is. So, you know what? I'm just gonna get both of them since they're both in Spanish. I'm gonna get both Spanish ones and just add them into my binder. I was thinking about grading one of them, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna stick them to my binders and then go from there. So, I did get those 2 cards. I think that's the only 2 cards that I ended up picking up from the event. Most people, they want to sell the packs. They want to sell they want to sell their whole like welcome kits, like for the players all together. And they're kind of like 1,000 around there. Like, I'm good at that. I'd rather just buy a bunch of plushies. But I did pick these ones up for my actual personal binder. Like I said, I do have. I'm trying to collect all of the Worlds promo cards in Spanish since it's cheaper, and then still have a nice, beautiful artwork in there. So we did get that. Like I said, overall it was a great weekend. I cannot complain. Well, the first 2 days of the Pokemon Worlds, the Pokemon Center was pretty rough, but by Friday it was pretty good. It was really simple, nothing too crazy. At least it wasn't crazy like the first day where I was stuck in line for like 3 hours in the pod before we finally can go inside the Pokemon Center, which does suck. But I don't know what they did, but that's at least by Friday it was much more smoother. So we got that. I was hoping to see if they announce a different Worlds location for probably for the year 2027, but they didn't. I know they did it for last year just because it got leaked out for what was it, for 2026 in San Francisco. So they just announced both of them, but this year they didn't announce any extra ones. And then I think by the end of the night, they released, like, if you were in Anaheim, they released Eternatus, the Pokemon in the Gigantamax, whatever that is, in the game, in Pokemon Go. So you play Pokemon Go, people are running around just to battle them, and once you battle them, you got to get it from your quest. You actually can catch one. Only one though. You can battle them, get a bunch of candies and stuff like that. But after that, you can only catch one from your special quest things. So like overall, it's pretty good. You can't complain with the Pokemon Worlds. I'm looking forward for next year. I'm a bit worried, see how it's gonna go, because it's gonna be a whole year from now. So a whole year from planning, I'm most likely gonna buy the tickets next month. Give me a second. Why am my camera going like that? Buy the tickets next month, and hopefully nothing changes that I just waste my money, because I'm pretty sure they don't give refunds. But like I said, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's all. I just want to talk a little bit about the Worlds, just recap it a bit. Let me know if you guys were at Worlds. How was your experience for yourself for Worlds? Did you guys have a great time? Was it too much? Was it not enough? Were you able to get to the Pokemon Center? Were you able to get what you wanted, or at least some of the stuff? Because I know you've been to the Pokemon Center at Worlds. It's always like a straight up feeding frenzy. So it's like it can get pretty hectic. So yeah, so let me know what you think. Let me know how was it for you. How was your experience? And just hopefully you guys continue enjoying the hobby. Don't let the negativity, ruin your hobby. Just enjoy it for what it is. They did release some of the new artwork for the new Megas cards coming out soon, which looks super sick. Super excited for that. But yeah, that's all for now. Let me know what you think. Let me know how was the experience for you at Worlds. If you did get to 10, if you're going to 10 for next year, are you gonna buy the tickets now? Wait a whole year in advance and see what happens. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.